watch a movie, there's something to be gleaned from that. There's something to be learned and accessed. And that ephemeral experience of all gathering together as a group in a dark theater, you know, as the lights drop and the film comes on the screen is irreplaceable. It's the greatest feeling in the world. And to get to share that with people is the best. My name is Michael Camison. I'm the programming director for the Princeton Garden Theater. I'm responsible for the selection of films, mainly for our repertory titles, our classic films that we show, indie and foreign features. I also do event coordination and planning, organizing speakers and things of that ilk.
My name is David Vargas. I'm an assistant manager here at the Garden Theater. I screen films to just verify that they screen to the best quality for the audiences. Manage staff, manage rentals, parties that we have here. Sometimes we have directors come in or screenwriters come in, handle those events.
My name is Kyle Stenger, and I'm the head manager here at the Garden Theater. That entails pretty much I run the daily, weekly, monthly operations of the theater in terms of scheduling for staff, ordering for like concessions and other sorts of things, the operations of the theater in general, yeah, on a smaller scale.
The theater opened in 1920. It was a very early adopter of film. The Garden was always on the cutting edge of that concept, or Princeton as a community was always on the cutting edge of that concept. We have a 35mm projector in our booth that we are currently in the process of raising money to reinstall. The Garden kind of made it all the way to the 70s where it got a new owner and it was twinned. So they split the theater right down the middle. So I work for Renew Theaters. We are a nonprofit organization that goes into these old historic buildings. The Garden, I said, was from 1920. And rehabs, does minor renovations to make sure that everything's in working order, that everything's cleaned up, and that we can put on the best film presentation possible. And so now we are the inhabitants and the exhibitors that are living there.
We're a community-based theater. We're nonprofit, community-based. We are member supported, and we have a lot of regulars come in who are members with us. We have conversations like what's going on in their lives, like where you come to see. We have discussions about what they think of movies that they're seeing, all that sorts of stuff.
Here at the Garden Theater, I like to see smaller films, which is pretty much what we have, independent films. One of the good things about the Garden Theater is we're able to get smaller films that you wouldn't really see other places, like foreign films or just small films made by local filmmakers. Those are always good to see because you don't always get to see those. I think what drives people to come to independent film theaters, I think they offer something larger film houses don't. When I think about the kind of programming we have, it's just so different. It's so much more varied. Like for example, we will have lively arts films, or opera on screen, or National Theater Live. And also one of the special things about the Princeton Garden Theater is, since we're in a college town, we're able to do collaborations with Princeton University or the Princeton Art Museum or the Princeton Art Council, the library as well. And we're able to bring in speakers that way and really get more interesting content for audiences.
One of the major benefits of being on Princeton's campus is the access to an internationally renowned community of intellectuals and scholars and artists and filmmakers. And because of those connections, we've been able to host a lot of incredibly special guests. Ethan Hawke has come to our theater. He grew up in the Princeton community, and so the Garden was his theater. Michael Showalter as well, from Wet Hot American Summer and Stella. Whit Stillman, the filmmaker, stopped by for a Q&A. And then because of our connections with Princeton, we were also able to host Terrence Malick, which was very rare and strange and made international news because it was his first public appearance in, by my research, 20 or 30 years.
My favorite person that we've had come in to talk about their film was Charlie Kaufman. I love him as a screenwriter. He was super interesting. He was very approachable, and it was nice to hear him talk. He walked by me.
Hollywood Summer Nights is a very popular program that we run. It's all summer long, so we'll show everything from Casablanca to Jaws.
Our main event of the summer is Jaws, and because Peter Benchley, the author of the book, is from Princeton, and Jaws actually premiered here when it first came out, and we have like a small sort of festival where people come in, they can get a t-shirt, we'll have like photo opportunities, just a lot of cool things like that. Tons of Hitchcock. Hitchcock always sells out. That's like a main thing I've learned while working here. Everyone loves them.
Every month we have a kids show. So we have like a kids show, like we showed the Lego Movie, I think it was last week.
Since we are like a university theater, we get professors come in, choose a movie that they want to see and talk about, and then lead discussion afterwards.
It's this huge array of films that are legitimately important in our film history. Independent cinema has always been a home for the artists who have been censored or banned or not financed, and it's that continuation of that artistic tradition that we strive to keep going. It's a matter of why supporting independent bookstores as opposed to main sellers. It's those mom and pop small independent ventures are community based, so they're reflective of what the community is interested in, as well as promoting the work of people who might not experience that sort of promotion. With the Princeton community, I can't thank them enough for how accepting they've been of our organization and how much they've just welcomed us with open arms. The only thing we ask is that they invite people to our theater and help spread the word about independent film, and tell people to go to other independent theaters and just keep that spirit alive and really just elevate the art house theater experience. And we'll keep, showing them movies.